In just a few hours, 8 Republican presidential candidates will be walking on stage at the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee for the first debate of the 2024 election cycle.
Grace Olch has you covered on why candidates made their way to Wisconsin's biggest city to hopefully make a lasting impression on voters.
Sarah, Brandon, tonight's debate is an important one for all 8 candidates as they're currently trailing behind former President Donald Trump in the polls. They'll be competing for time on the stage and the attention of voters as they try to make a strong impression, not only in Wisconsin, as the state will be a major battleground for the 2024 election, but voters across the country. Wisconsin's former governor, Scott Walker, ran for president in the 2016 election cycle, the election that Wisconsin voters certified the win for former President Donald Trump. In 2020, Wisconsin voters did the same thing for President Joe Biden. Being notoriously purple, Wisconsin is expected to be a tipping point yet again in 2024.
I think here in Wisconsin, another race between Joe Biden and Donald Trump will come right down to a handful of votes in places like Milwaukee, Madison, and a handful of other locations across the country, across the state.
Walker says if he were a betting man, he'd put his money on Donald Trump clinching the Republican nomination, but things can change dramatically between now and early 2024. He says if any of the 8 candidates on stage tonight want to pass former President Trump in the polls, they'll have to be bold and focus on their plans for the future of the country rather than staying focused on things they've already done. Tonight at 10, I'll have you covered on the biggest moments from the debate stage.